Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Roads Yet Traveled. I didn't bump my leg against, like, a thing right as I hit record. You can't prove anything. What were we doing? We were doing some questions and answers with our good doggos. Yes, indeedy. Okay. Are we gonna do things? I don't know. We're just kind of here playing the not charades, the verbal charades. Why were we doing? Oh yeah, we were asking questions about the ship. Yes. I'd just like to get to know them better. Oh yeah, and about themselves. Yes.
Well, I don't always just sleep. I also enjoy going to the library to read. Or the pool. You go to the pool? Yes. Can you swim with that thing? It's waterproof. Though I don't swim a lot. I mostly like to sit in the shallows or the hot tub. There's also a sauna, which can be nice when no one's there. Wait, when no one's there? What do you mean? Oh, I just know when it's rather quiet. Please tell me you don't go after they close. I don't want to have to report this.
Roan visibly shifts on the floor, trying to find a comfortable position.
I don't.
Maruk looks him up and down, his trademark scowl not budging an inch. Roan.
Fine, whatever. If you drone off duty, that's on you.
Oh, drown. Sorry, not drone. Drown off duty! Not even Marwin steps in to defend him this time. Seeing as how awkward that particular conversation was, though, he decides to chime in.
I also enjoy going to the library. It's just been hard to find the time to pick up a new book.
Is it a big library? I can't imagine having books up here is a good use of space.
It's really more of a reading room. Although, there are some books. Most of the works can just be downloaded to a monitor.
Looking to Maruk, I find him just giving me an inquisitive look.
What?
Well, what do you do with your time off? The gym, obviously.
Workout.
That can't be it.
You saying I'm lying?
I mean, yeah.
Ugh, I don't get the luxury of having time off. I always have to patrol something, or make schedules, or help someone out.
Uh-huh. Doc leans over, and not so quietly whispers in my ear.
From a good source, I've heard that Maruk enjoys hanging out in the observatory garden. Sometimes he even... All right, Doc. You had your fun.
Doc giggles, and even Roan can't help but smile. Look at this smiling dog. I don't know why I physically pointed to my monitor instead of, like, doing this. But hey. All of their ears twitch, but a second later, I hear the sound of a door down the hall open. Maruk stands to attention as Roan gets up and dusts himself off.
Director, Lieutenant, Doctor, Tucker. How have things been going? Well, I hope.
I give him a thumbs up and hope that translates well enough.
Yes, Professor Sano. Everything has been within expectations.
A simple nod from Tyre is enough.
Now, I believe I have an update for you, Tucker. After concerning with the captain And with the input of Dr. Seno and Lieutenant Karis here, we have tentatively agreed to grant you harbor of our station.
I don't know what that means. That's a bunch of weird little words. What does harbor mean? I thought harbors were a location. Or harboring as in, like, keeping something. Words are hard, guys.
We have concluded that you pose no immediate threat to us as a whole. You are free to leave the cell as of tomorrow, at the 28th mark.
Oh, like later in the evening? They said it was like 34, right? Something like that. That many marks or some shit. I assume that means like either during or a little bit post dinner. Maybe during dinner. Maybe a bit before dinner, actually. Who knows? Time is illusions.
There are, of course, rules you must follow, but I will allow your caretakers to elaborate on that. It's a pleasure to have you aboard. I hope we can learn much from each other.
He offers a small bow, and I can barely manage a nod. I'm getting out of here.
Ahem. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be off to finalize some paperwork for your release. Doctor, if you would be so kind. Yes, of course, sir.
He gives me one last final grand smile, and then he heads out. It's what is this? And there's only silence as they walk out, and no one daring to intrude on what just happened. After an eon or so of shuffling, Roan pipes up.
Congrats, Tucker. It sounds like we might be working together soon.
I'm overjoyed. Really? I hope I won't be too much of a bother.
I'm sure you won't. We'll see.
We both look at Maruk, who's still staring down the corridor, a grim mask of determination plastered on his muzzle. Isn't this what you expected? Didn't Tyre say you advised them on the decision?
I did.
So?
I advised them. I advised them against letting you out.
Oh.
But he'll be out. He'll be allowed out, yeah? Yes. Director, they will be. It seems the captain has no use for my judgment. So enjoy it while it lasts.
Maruk, are you serious? Haven't you seen how miserable I've been in here?
I thought it was understood what my opinion was on this matter was. Your freedom comes second to the safety of my own crew. You're only being allowed out because they don't see you as a threat. And they don't give a fuck what I think. Didn't you hear, Tyre? You're free.
He can't be serious. How can he still see me as a threat after all he's seen? I mean, you could have the germs, and you could just walk out and violently murder someone. I could do that even. You know, just give me a spoon. Maybe this is just some kind of lapse in judgment.
Don't worry, Tucker. Well,
he doesn't know what to say. Not that he has to say anything. It's Maruk who has to apologize, or at least say that it was all some big joke. He's allowed to just not think it's a good idea to let you out, Tucker. You aren't entitled to that. But he's not the humorous type. Roan shuffles around nervously before turning to leave.
I have to go. Remember, you get out tomorrow. No matter what now. Have a good night, bud.
Thanks, Roan. You too. I'm alone now, or rather, I wish I were alone. Carefully looking over, I see that he's just pretending to work, and is actually staring at me. I walk over to my bed and lay down, covering myself in my blanket. a thin veil to ward off the eyes, boring into the back of my skull. It does not work so, as I had hoped, as a soft rapping on the windows pulled me from whatever comfort I was tricking myself I was in. Pretending I didn't hear anything only exasperates the knocking. What?
I wanted to explain myself.
All right.
I've told you my loyalty lies with the station, and its crew first. Their safety is my #1 priority. No excuses.
And that's supposed to make it okay? That you want to lock me up?
I never said it was okay, or that it was an excuse. But you seemed upset.
Of course I'm upset, Maruk.
Why?
Because I want to be out of the cell.
And you will be. And maybe you would have been anyways. I just suggested more time to study you, that's all. I thought since you can communicate now, so you'd get anything you want. Isn't that enough?
No, I don't want to be here. I don't even know why I'm here.
Fine. You're getting out anyways, so none of this matters.
I can't believe him. He's seen what I've been through. He's one of the only ones, and yet he still believes I'm a threat. It's fine. Despite what he said, I'm getting out tomorrow. I can't find any peace as I lie down, my nerves still on edge. Eventually, though, the swaying of stellar waves lull me to sleep. Hopefully for the last time in the cell. Okay. Oh, day 6. Okay. Short day. Very good. Of course, sleeping through the night would be a kindness I am not afforded. Yo, same. I either, will sleep for 10 hours of sleep uninterrupted because, I don't know, I guess my body's exhausted. Or I'll be, sleep for 4 hours. Take a break from sleeping for a bit, I guess, and then sleep for another 4 hours. Be it stress or anxiety, I'm once again roused to the world of the living. Sitting up, I shake off the vertigris and look around. The wall is gone, and I see no reason to stay. Walking feels wrong, though. The air is thick, as if thousands of cobwebs are holding me back. A sea of ichor? Ichor. Okay, oh, here, I should turn up the game audio just a little bit. Just beyond perception. Oh my god, we see it! Oh, it's this background! It's been 10 parts! Down the hallway, I've seen only once before I leave. There are no guards, no researchers, no one. The floors here are boringly sparse. Their sickening repetition irks something in the back of my skull. Think about how they feel. Like a needle twisting through my brain, it burns, yet I do not scream. Why am I here? What tainted architecture twists me down this path? Is this a mascot costume? Is this a doggo? What's going on? That's some veiny boys right there. Right, those are some veins. Look at this. Just do a football mascot, man. The school mascot? What? Oh, I see. A grim reminder of what I've lost. Or a visage of what is to come. May this horror deliver me unto the waking world. Why does he narrate like that? Why is he like this? I don't even do that in my own head. I have the simplest thoughts. The very simplest of thoughts, you see. It is okay. I am not... What was his name? Wart? Was his name Wart? From Over the Garden Wall. Where he has to, talk in, this pretentious, poetic nonsense because he's a Tumblr teenager. Specifically, a Tumblr teenager from 2012. What a long time ago. What a weird time that was. Waking up with a jolt, I wipe off my sweat-drenched forehead. And wipe off my sweat-drenched forehead. That is what that says, Josh. Come on! What a fucking nightmare. What a weird fucking nightmare. Let me turn back up the music. There we go. Look at that. Look at that in the levels. Yeah. There you go, guys. Getting the settings right, because, you know, I stream and I do things. It's always having to be changing these audio levels. It is what it is. A new knock sound. Ooh, tank top. Kind of hot, kind of cute. We love to see it. We really do. We lock eyes as he stands there, an expression of inscrutable design upon his face. Fear, worry. For me or because of me? I give him a shy wave. I allow myself to believe his expression is one of worry for me and nothing more.
You alright in there?
In a delirium, I act irrationally, causing me to snap out. Do you care? With a scathing side eye. His expression does not change. Not a scowl, but an indecipherable mess. Indecipherable. A mask I would rather have bearing down on me is anger. Something I understand than this. I feel a sharp regret cuts through me, a genuine question met with a disdainful stroke. A measurable sigh relieves me of the last of my fetid wariness, and the world becomes clear. I'm fine. Nightmare is all. Nothing.
I don't know that word.
What is he? Oh, of course, why would he? Like, a bad dream? Scary thoughts? Still nothing. I'm beginning to believe I'm not woken from the dream, or perhaps simply I found myself in another altogether.
Do you need help?
Tucker needs some help, alright. Help?
You were screaming.
Yes.
Are you sure you're alright?
I'm stressed out! What are you doing, Maruk?
What do you mean?
Doing this, asking, pretending to care. Now, of all times after yesterday.
If that's what you want to think, kid.
Call me by my name, damn it! Finally, my outbursts seem to have invoked something in him. Yet it does not last.
Look, Look, do you need anything? Doc will be here soon with breakfast.
No, I don't. Maruk gives me a wearing stare, his expression shifting back to a slight scowl. Fortunately, he just sighs and rolls his eyes, muttering under his breath. He turns away. I feel fortunate that I can't hear him. Washing up in the sink, I ponder what even just happened. I'm still drowsy, but the adrenaline is long gone. Maybe I should apologize. He actually seemed worried for me. I shot him down. But I just can't tell what goes on behind those eyes. One day he's yelling at me. The next, it's a modicum of compassion. Maybe he didn't deserve me to snap at him, but my question is, why now? Why care about me now? I'll just apologize and get on with my life. Seeing as I'm going to be living with him for the foreseeable future, we have to keep on good terms, if nothing else. Walking over to the wall, I opt for a few gentle raps of the glass. His large ears pick up, and sharp eyes soon discover the source of the noise. We stare at each other for what feels like a few minutes, until I gesture for him to come over. He scowls. His scowl is grating. A grate fully absent from his face. Eventually, he picks himself up and saunters over to me. I'm once again reminded of my place in this universe as he leers over me, perhaps not intentionally, menacingly, but menacingly nevertheless.
Yes.
I'm sorry for yelling at you. It was uncalled for. I shouldn't have yelled at you. What's going on here? Did his neural shut off? Can you understand me?
Yes.
So?
Is that all?
Yeah.
Alright then.
He turns to go back to the bench. I'm like this. I'm sorry, guys. People will be like, oh, I'm sorry, or like, you're good, like, or say like a compliment or something, and I'll just like, okay, and move on with my life. I was always like that in college when people would like compliment my piece that was on display or something, or like in class for peer review, and they'd be like, yeah, it's good, or oh, I really like that, and I'm like, cool. Like, because I deem it as a statement, and thus a genuine like a response isn't necessary, right? That's how my brain works. It's not me being rude. I swear, I mean, it's rude, but like my brain just goes like, oh, that was a statement they said. Yep. Wait, I wasn't done. Can we just talk for a second, please? He stops. At least I know my words are being heard. Taken into consideration, though, it's hard to say. In an uncharacteristically slouched over position, Maruk walks over to the wall. Why did you walk away?
You were done talking.
Well, I suppose, but you didn't let me explain myself. You were just trying to help, and I shot you down. There is a rising confusion on his expression, one that I only hope doesn't turn into frustration.
But I didn't care, so why apologize? Why apologize?
I'm having the hardest of troubles. Because when I get out of here, we're stuck together, as far as I can tell. And I really don't want to be on bad terms when that happens.
But you hate me, so why bother?
Hate you? I mean, you've not been the kindest to me, and I'm upset at you, but I don't hate you. Why do you think that? His expression narrows to a point. His thin muzzle only elaborates his furrowed brow and sharpened features.
What do you mean, why? It's my fault you're in here, and I suggested you be put in here longer. I might not be as bright as Doc, but I can tell when I'm not wanted.
It's not your fault I'm here, Maruk. I have no idea why I'm here. And if you didn't catch me, another Karen would've. I know that. And yes, I'm not happy about your decision, but you've made it clear it wasn't in spite of me. It's just, every time I think I'm getting to know you better, I end up understanding you even less.
Know me better? Know me better? We've had maybe 2 conversations, Tucker.
Alright, and? I've been listening from the beginning. Even before we could talk, I could still understand you.
Well, what do you want from me? I get that my decision made you upset, but I told you why I made them.
This isn't just about that. I'm just asking why it is always so back and forth. Like, when you read to me, and when I was sad, or when you started leaving the wall down so I could see. You do these things that are so genuine, and then... Look, you don't have to have an answer. But I don't hate you, Maruk. I just don't know how to feel about any of this. Not you, not this place, not even the others. And I know I've been back and forth a lot as well. Just when I get out of here, I don't want to be alone. One thing I can rely on Maruk for is his scowl. It's almost as certain as the sun in the sky. Well, a sun in a sky, I suppose. But in this moment, there's no scowl. There is naught but an unknowable emptiness.
So, you don't hate me?
No, I understand you have your reasons. Even if they are beyond me to understand.
Look, Tucker, I made that decision to keep my people safe. The crew I know, not you. Doc's made it very clear you're not doing well. I know. I'm not as blind as I may look. I can see how you're doing. Even still, I did what I thought was right. I will not apologize for that. But I appreciate that you're willing to be so amenable. Because if I were where you are, I don't think I could say the same.
Okay. If that's how it's supposed to be, I suppose. Maybe change will come to him when he's ready. It's hard to tell. I have a feeling that there will be some worrying days ahead. Long and quiet days. Lying on my bed does nothing to change what has happened, but at least the ceiling doesn't stare back. Huh. I hope Morrowind gets here soon. Looking forward to the bright, happy big doggo. A few marks pass until the door opens and a slightly disheveled Morrowind walks into view. Slightly disheveled? He looks fine to me. He looks like he hasn't stopped working since I last saw him. And yet he still delivers a mireful and moderately energetic greeting.
Good morning, you two. I hope you both slept well. Today's an important one. That's funny coming from you, Doc. Ah, yes. I have been quite busy. Well, how was your morning, Tucker? Are you excited to be out of here?
I mean, yeah, definitely. Although I'm still not entirely sure what I'll be doing once I get out. Are you sure I won't be in the way?
Oh, nonsense. There's plenty of room for you. Hey, speaking of Doc, any idea where you'll be staying? What do you mean? Like, location. Upper deck, lower, executive.
Executive?
Oh, of course. Last I heard, the captain is still figuring it out. She'll get back to me before the release, I assure you. Get back to you? Sounds about right. Right. Well, yes, that should all be taken care of soon. I'll deliver her instructions tonight, before we take Tucker into our direct custody. But we should wait for Director Tyron before explaining anything else.
He just nods and gets back to work. Doc finally sits down and puts the tray between us, smiling and offering me some food. While I eat my breakfast, I notice he's still taking more notes, and I realize I've never really asked what he's writing. What you writing down there, Doc?
Oh, not much. A note on your habits, some reminders about schedules I have to change, that sort of thing.
I'm surprised you don't use your monitor for that.
Hey, you're not the only one. Although, I figured you'd appreciate this sort of thing.
Huh?
I heard from Maruk you're a student. A student explorer at that.
Okay.
I have to assume you're no stranger to taking notes. May I ask what you're studying?
Oh, I was studying literature.
Sorry, what was that word?
Sorry, like, stories, books, that sort of thing?
Ah, literature! How lovely!
Do you like to read, Doc?
Of course, although I find it quite difficult to make time for it these days. Even if most of what I read ends up being medical journals anyway.
He winks and I offer an uneasy laugh, unsure if that was really a joke or not. Finishing up, however, he collects the tray and looks as though he's about to head out.
Are you
leaving, Doc?
Oh, I'm sorry, Tucker. Did I not mention that? I need to finish up a few things before you're released. I'll be back, of course, but I can't stay all day. Roan should be showing up soon, though. He's scheduled to be here. But before I go, I wanted to ask if there was anything you might want before getting out. Oh, after getting out. I'll have some time to pick up a few things today if you can think of anything.
A shower?
And well, curious, I am unsure of your human sensibilities, but I know us Karens have things we'd rather not go without.
Oh, really? Thinking on it for a moment, I don't know what to ask for. Food I can't eat, books I can't read, hell, even games I can't play. I'm a bit stuck with what's being spoon-fed to me. Maybe some more clothes if you can find any. And do you think there is any possibility for me to get a phone? My monitor back?
I believe the captain is looking into getting you something to wear. As for your monitor, I will ask, but I'm not sure what Professor Seno did with it. Is that all? I'd be happy to try and find more for you.
Not right now, no.
Of course, if you do think of something, feel free to let Maruk know and he can tell me.
Right. Well, like I'm in the mood to ask him for anything. Alright, Doc. Will do. With that, he's gone. Why do I feel like he's, this morning has felt emptier than usual? Alright, everyone. I will end the part here. So I hope you have all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.